Hello and welcome to Ansarkari. Let us continue with our discussion on the previous year questions of paper 2. Let's start quickly. Uh, we did till unit 3.1 yesterday, and we'll continue with the next unit, which is on caste system in India. So, if you remember, we discussed this also, the structure and characteristics of the caste system. What is Varna? What is caste? What are theories? What is this dominant caste and caste mobility? I explained what is caste mobility, also upward movement, future of the caste system, and all these tribe, caste, continuum. All of these terms, right? Let's look at the questions. The first question in 2018 was asked, explain the significance of caste, tribal caste continuum in the present context. So it is directly asking again a direct question, tribe, caste, continuum. So it is asking the present context. So once you understand what is this, you can easily apply it in the present context. Next, again in 2018, there was a question, the view. It is asking, discuss the view that caste is not a social stratification but a system of hierarchy. Okay, so from a positive point of view, you have to discuss that what is the importance of caste, and from a hierarchical point of view, and not a it not from a not creating a social stratification. Again in 2018, another question, it says, based on the historical and contemporary evidences, discuss the future of caste system in India. Right, so the whole unit in itself, this question is a brief of this whole unit, the contemporary evidence on the future of caste system. What is the present evidence? What is the present scenario? How do you see it in the future? Okay. See how many questions they've asked from the same unit. In 2017, it says discuss the impact of market economy on the Jajmani system. So what is the Jajmani system? It's a direct question from the key word mentioned in the syllabus. Again in 2016, there was a question that examined the structural and cultural theory of caste system in India, right? And the relevance of caste in contemporary India. So again, there's this question: what is the future of caste system in India? It says the relevance of caste in contemporary India. Next question is on dynamics of caste mobility. So this again a direct keyword. How did the concept of Sanskritization contribute to its functionality? So you should know, you will be reading Sanskritization in multiple areas, not just here. Okay. So the concept of Sanskritization and what is the function. So these two terms are actually related, Sanskritization and caste mobility. Again a question on tribe caste continuum. 2018 there was question, 2015 there's a question which is direct relevance in contemporary India. So it's here also the question was in present context, the significance, and here it says the relevance. So the same question is being tweaked with just changing the words. Then it is in 2014 there's a question on dominant caste, relevance in contemporary Indian villages with suitable examples. Okay. So again in 2014 there's tribe caste continuum. So you see the questions are being repeated. Just like all the previous sections that we've discussed, the questions they are being repeated, they are direct. Let's move to the next unit. So next unit is on sacred complex and nature man spirit complex. Right? The first question in 2018, it says examine, critically examine. So you should know what critically examine means. Okay, we'll discuss these terms also in the upcoming sessions. Contribution of Makhan Jha and B.N. Saraswati, so these are Indian anthropologists, to the study of sacred complexes in India. Okay, write short note on nature man spirit complex. Direct question. Sacred complex is a dimension of Indian civilization. Again, a direct question. Concept of sacred complex again with ethnographics examples. Okay. Examine nature man spirit complex as an ecological concept from different point of views. See, what we discussed about anthropology is it gives you holism. It teaches you thinking from different perspectives. And this is what it is doing. It is saying examine this concept as an ecological concept. Here it gives asking is asking about for an ethnographic example. Okay. 2013, 2014, repetition, fairly direct. Next is impact of Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, Christianity on Indian society. So we did this this topic multiple times from global perspective, from Indian perspective, right? And we even study this while doing our while preparing for GS1 or for prelims also. Buddhism, Jainism are important areas to cover in ancient India. Look at the questions. In 2018, it said direct question: impact of Buddhism and Jainism on Indian society. So you have to cover all aspects of Indian society, right? Discuss the social, political, and economic status of Muslims in India. Okay. How Buddhism, see, I'll just quickly cover this question that it says the social, political, and economic status of Muslims in India. So you have a lot of data also available in the form of census data. Okay, there are various researches being conducted. So you can easily add on all those information, all those facts here also. And obviously you have, the theoretical part over here you study how Buddhism influenced the economic and cultural transformation of Indian society. Okay. Impact of Jainism, direct question. Islam and matrilineality. You know what matrilineality is from the previous units. Discuss the contribution of Islam on composite cultures in India. Okay, so contribution of Islam on different cultures. Then in 2014, it was described what is known as Harappa religion. So if you've studied about IBC, about Harappa, you know what kind of religion they followed, who they worshipped. Have some of its element continued in later Hinduism? You have to discuss this. Okay. Sufi tradition of Islam. Sufism, very important part for prelims also, for mains also, and here also you have a question. Impact of Islam in Indian society. Okay, let's move to the next part. The fourth unit, emergence and growth of anthropology in India. Okay, contributions of the 18th, 19th, and early 20th century scholars and administrators. Contribution of Indian anthropologists also. So this question that we had, Makhanja and Pirapi and Saraswati, this is, you can uh, quote it here also, and you will be studying it here also, because these are Indian anthropologists and their contributions. Okay, let's look at the question. Role of colonial administration and development of anthropology. So you would know that, anthropology as a discipline, it developed during the colonial administration only. There was a reason that they developed this study. Obviously, there are conflicting and contradicting views about it, but nevertheless, it was the Britishers who brought this subject, gave an account of the contributions of Iravati Karve and B.S. Guha. If you are thorough with newspapers, you would find this term, this name, B.S. Guha, to the analysis of race and caste in India. Okay, discuss the contribution of S.C. Roy in the study of tribal cultures in India. Okay, S.C. Roy, study of tribal cultures. Again in 2018, compare and contrast economic typology of tribes given by different anthropologists. Okay. Discuss the contribution of Nirmal Kumar Bose, N.K. Bose. These are important anthropologists. V.S. Guha, S.C. Roy, N.K. Bose in the understanding of Indian society. Again, L.P. Vidyarthi is a very, very famous name. So is D.M. Majumdar. Contribution of these two to the study of Indian tribes. Okay, contribution of M.S. Srinivas. See again about S.C. Roy it is asking. Okay, H.D. Sankalia is again a very important name. So you'll be studying about all of these. You'll be having case studies, these contributions that they have made, right? Next unit, and an important part, significance of village study in India. Okay, Indian village social system, traditions, changing patterns, intercaste relations, agrarian relations, impacts of different, events, globalization. Uh, let's look at the questions. It says identify the theoretical concepts that have emerged out of village studies. Jajmani and contemporary market economy. So Jajmani system we read earlier also. So you'll be, that can be referred to in the Indian villages also, because in this Jajmani system is still followed in the villages, right? Contemporary market economy. What does this impact, how does it impact the contemporary market economy? When you read this, you'll be able to comprehend easily. Describe the impact of industrialization and economic and on the economic and social aspects of Indian villages. So the impact of industrialization, here is just globalization, industrialization on economic and social aspects. So you can very well even think right now that how has industrialization impacted village life, both in economic and social aspects. Let's say it's created more jobs, or there has been outward migration from villages, from rural areas, right? Impact of market economy on rural villages. Critical evaluation of any one anthropological village study in India, right? Nature of interplay of little and great traditions. So, little and great traditions, you'll read this many times, these terms, in anthropological theories, also, in this unit, also. You'll find that their relevance also here. Okay, this is 2016. Indian villages social system with an example in 2016 again. Traditional pattern of settlement of Indian villages. What are the traditional patterns of settlement? If you've gone through NCRT, the social science and everything, you or even geography, you find this. So, what are the patterns of settlement? We discussed this even while discussing the syllabus in 2016, right? So, I hope that the pace and whatever we are discussing, you are actually able to, brainstorm over the ideas, and even yourself think about when you how it should go is that when you're reading these questions, you should be able to come up with some points, general points. They should not be technical. I mean, you cannot even expect your these points to be technical because you've not gone through the subject, but you would have some kind of basic understanding, some key terms, some examples from current affairs, or from your own experiences. You would have some examples, so you should be able to bring them down on a piece of paper. You should be able to brainstorm them easily. That is what this subject does. It teaches you how to bring out those common ideas, add specific and cutthroat ideas from the material, from the syllabus, and then prepare a detailed answer or an understanding. Okay, so I hope that you have gone through the previous sessions also. If you not do, you should do that, because then you'll understand why the flow of the units and the questions, how is that flow being determined, right? So thank you so much for your time, and do like and subscribe. Share this with your friends who are looking to take anthropology, and if there are any comments, do let us know in the comment section. Thank you so much.